Students, how are you? I hope you all are well. Today in this video I will teach you about voice. Voice shows the relationship between the verb and the noun phrases connected to it. There are two voices in English. First is known as active voice and second is known as passive voice. In active voice, a verb is in active voice when its subject acts. For example, Rama helps Mohan. In passive voice, a verb is in passive voice when its subject does not act but remains passive and is acted upon. For example, Mohan is helped by Rama. We can also analyze this by seeing this table. In active voice, what subject does? In passive includes the focus is on the action. Here are given more examples of active voice like Ram killed Ravan. If we want to change into passive voice, it will become Ravan was killed by Ram. Now we will learn some rules how these will change. Active voice. We will go into another example. Alex wrote an essay about his grandfather's Alzheimer's. Here, Alex is the doer of the action and wrote is the action. And an essay about his grandfather's Alzheimer's is the receiver of the action. When we change it into passive voice, it will become an essay about Alzheimer's was written by Alex. In this sentence, an essay about Alzheimer's is the receiver of the action, was written is action, and by Alex is the doer of the action. How this will change? Now we will learn through this table. The tense in simple present tense in active voice, subject plus first form of the verb plus object. When we change into passive voice, object plus ismr plus verb, third form of the verb plus by plus object. In simple past tense, active voice includes subject plus first form of the verb plus object. In passive voice, object plus was verb plus third form of the verb plus by plus object. Simple future includes subject plus shall plus will plus first form of the verb plus object. And in passive, when we change into passive, it will become object plus shall plus will plus be plus first form of the verb plus by plus object. Likewise, in present continuous tense, in active voice, subject plus ismr plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. When we change into passive voice, it will become object plus ismr plus being plus third form of the verb plus by. Likewise, we will see the changes how we change active into passive voice. Here are few examples. Through these examples, you will better understand the active and passive voice. In present simple present tense, in active there is a sentence given, I write a letter. When we change into passive voice, it will become a letter is written by me. In present continuous, I am writing a letter. It will become a letter is being written by me. Past simple, I wrote a letter. A letter was written by me. Past continuous, I was writing a letter was being written by me. And in present perfect, I have written a letter. When we change into passive voice, it will become a letter has been written by me. In past perfect, I had written a letter. When we change into passive voice, it will become a letter had been written by me. Future simple, I will write a letter. When we change into passive, it will become a letter will be written by me. Like you see here in active voice, Melody writes this article. In this sentence, subject is melody and article is the object. When we change into passive voice, subject become object and object becomes subject. So in passive voice, this sentence becomes the article is written by Melody. There are change of voice in interrogative sentences also. First, interrogative sentences beginning with auxiliary verbs. These questions may begin with some form of to do, like do, does, did. Some form of to be is, am, are, was, were. Some form of to have, has, have, had. Example of active voice is, does he know you? When we change into passive voice, it will become, are you known by him? Interrogative sentences beginning with question words such as what, who, when, why, where, how, etc. In the WH form is, am, are, was, were plus third form of the verb. Whom is changed into who is changed into by whom. For example, you can see here in active voice the sentence is like this, who stole the book. When we change into passive voice, it will become by whom was the book stolen. The passive voice is used We use the passive voice when we want to emphasize the action more than the subject performing it because the action is more important. Example, more and more computers are sold every day. In this sentence, the subject performing the action is obvious or unknown. In the second example, the thief was arrested 2 hours ago. We want to avoid an active sentence whose subject is somebody, nobody, someone, etc. Example, the bank was robbed. Thank you.